Quality, precision, reliability, and dependability. This is the definition of professional streaming services provided by Rcast.net. From St. Cloud, Florida, this is the Phoenix Rising Radio Network.
October 26, 1881 would be a day no one in Tombstone would ever forget.
Welcome to the Doc Show, coast to coast.
We're under attack, man.
A man who feels that he has nothing to lose is just the kind of man that you'd want to have on your side in a bar fight. That's Doc Holliday.
We gotta fight back.
Doc is loud, brash, and belligerent, no question. But he's also highly educated and a loyal friend.
You need a gun.
Give Doc a call, 407-498-3193.
Everybody needs to be armed.
Some say we've jeopardized our own reputations by associating with Holliday, who seems to have a knack for making enemies.
They're cockroaches with beards and turbans.
By midday, everyone in town knows that trouble's brewing.
Weeknights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern.
Doc Holliday is an interesting cat. Basically walks into every saloon and says,
I got a map on my face and 3 openings if you want them. Doc, Show, Orlando.
Often imitated, never quite duplicated.
Don't let progress scare you.
The only way anyone could appreciate the feeling I have for Doc would be if they stood in my boots when he came through that doorway.
This is the Doc Show, coast to coast, with Doc Holliday.
Right now, a historic moment. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. CNN projects Donald Trump wins the presidency. The business tycoon and TV personality capping his improbable political journey with an astounding upset victory. Donald J. Trump will become the 45th president of the United States, defeating Hillary Clinton in a campaign unlike anything we've seen in our lifetime.
Can you hear that, America? Can you hear that? That is the sound of Rosie O'Donnell, Carly Fiorina, Elizabeth Warren, and every other despicable woman in this country sobbing uncontrollably over my spectacular victory. I gotta tell you, I was so happy when I found out that I won that I almost fell out of bed with Ivanka. I really did. But I have to say that I could not have pulled this off without the tremendous turnout that I received from the hundreds of millions of my white trash and redneck voters, and even more surprisingly, the millions upon millions of recently discharged psychiatric patients, people with brain injuries, and patriotic special needs people that made my spectacular victory a reality. It was just so amazing to see Wolf Blitzer soiling his pants live on CNN last night. It really was. And Rachel Maddow, I want to tell you something, sir. I did not appreciate your incredibly biased broadcasting. And mark my words, I will have you abducted in the dead of night and taken to the Fox News love chambers of my horribly perverted friend, Roger Ailes. All right, I got to get going. I've got so many people who want to congratulate me. And when I hang up here, I'm going to personally deport Ariana Grande and her mother if they don't let me make a move on.
The following radio show demands a recount.
They went through an election process. By all accounts, were legitimate.
Now you too can experience the joy of buying people and crushing competition just like I do.
Sometimes we perform live.
How about Wednesday? I'm wide open Wednesday.
Showtime. They drew first blood.
It's like the most hilarious show ever.
That's great.
I understand you think it's great and all, but comedy is very subjective.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
Oh, that was the weirdest dream. Whew, I gotta turn on the TV.
It is my high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you the President-elect of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Yes, hello. I'm trying to see if Madonna is home.
Who's asking?
My name is Gersh. I voted for Hillary today, and she had promised people who voted for Hillary a
Madonna didn't give out those blowjobs? Son of a gun.
That's why I voted for Trump.
I almost voted for Hillary because of that. Nah, I'm just messing with you. The world is back. I feel like it's the end of Back to the Future Part 2.
Part 2?
Yes. Whoop, hang on a second.
Did Part 2? They did 3.
No,
You know what I feel like? Somebody should turn off their sound to their computer.
Wow. Yeah, well, why don't you? Hey, so anyway, it's Back to the Future Part 2, and that's where the world went askew in the space-time continuum. And we elected a Barack Obama, whatever that was. And he brought us nobody from the Democratic Party to succeed him except one criminal, one horrifying lesbian, one despicable, disgusting human being to carry on and be his third term after he tried so hard to figure out how to beat the Bill of Rights. And he was close. He had Justice Scalia killed. Clintons took care of that. You got 4-4. And one more justice that leaned to the right had to die. That's all he was waiting for. You can't start killing Supreme Court justices without somebody taking notice.
Are you sure? Because the FBI can't seem to nail anything else. So
I don't know if the FBI would investigate that because they were too busy.
Is that under the current administration that they wouldn't
James
invest that?
Comey, he can't nail Hillary for anything. I mean, the most guilty human being on the planet. Well, I explained why the second time occurred and why he couldn't get Hillary for that. And that was his own fault coming out and saying something when he should have waited, and he would have drawn the same conclusion. Yes, Hillary is guilty and will be found guilty along with Bill. Does Trump give these guys a pardon?
Absolutely not.
I hope not.
Why would he?
I would be so disappointed if Hillary was racked up on, just say, 10 of the 22 charges that they can go ahead and pull out.
She might actually enjoy her time in an all-women's prison.
She probably would, and so would Bill. But Bill doesn't get a chance.
Your wife is going to stop letting you come and hang out on the show on Wednesday. I mean, you are turning more and more into him.
Into who?
Doc.
He's a guy. Anybody would say Hillary would enjoy being in a woman's
what
prison.
the hell?
Because she likes carpet.
Wow.
You don't think
Did I say anything wrong?
No, you didn't say anything wrong.
You used to be such a nice guy. Now you're turning into Doc guy.
You're not turning into Doc guy.
Wow.
Your hair's too short. I wish I could get my hair cut. I'm going to get my hair cut this weekend, though.
Please do.
Yeah.
Why? Is it bugging?
Because you keep
Because I could put you out on a milk crate, the sidewalk with a can, and people would probably give you money.
No.
Right now.
Why not try it for a couple of days?
Right now.
Put you out by the busy intersection.
Oh,
the only thing is in this area here, there's no panhandling.
But Doc, if you're doing that, we're pulling the walker out because we got to make you look.
Yeah, you got to look worse than that.
Bad.
You got to have holes in your pants.
I can arrange that. That's not a difficult thing to arrange.
You got to find you some really raggedy shirts.
Check.
I've got lunch stains
just
on
don't
this.
wash this one this week.
Yep.
I can just go to my closet and I'll find those.
No, you keep complaining about your hair.
I don't complain. I just say I got to get it cut.
You just keep saying it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm working with Rain Man. Got to get a haircut. Got to get a haircut. Haircut. Got to get a haircut. Haircut. Got to get a haircut. Haircut.
You see, this is why I'm so glad that there's a man in the White House. Because we don't have to listen to this kind of garbage that Hillary would be spewing. So America needs a haircut. We get a haircut. Get a haircut. Get a haircut.
You're the one that keeps saying it.
You would have heard, and the nagging that would have come out of Hillary's mouth.
See, Doc, if you got your haircut like I did, then Sam could just do it. and you wouldn't have to go anywhere.
I mean, there's an electric shaver
Really?
in the your groomer thing, right?
I would.
You got to
Really? I would let Sam shave my head. I don't think she'd kill me.
Gee, thanks.
I'm just saying. How do you not trust her?
You know, people have a lot of confidence in me. Lord, today on Facebook, somebody was saying that if when they run in 2020, that I'm going to be the director of Homeland Security. Talk about confidence and Bam Bam Sam.
And can I just say,
but you don't dislike foreigners, so you would be a very bad director of Homeland.
It's not.
But can I just say this? People, stop with the hate on Facebook.
Oh, they're going crazy, man.
Look, just because somebody voted for either Trump or Hillary doesn't make them a bad person. I mean, I'm seeing on my feed high school friends that are unfriending each other because, I voted for Trump or I voted for Hillary. If you look at my feed, I haven't put a darn thing. You know why? Because I don't want to be involved in that kind of crap.
You know what? I had to delete something, and it wasn't even on the national level. It was here locally in St. Cloud, and I just expressed on my page my disappointment for the outcome here in the city of St. Cloud, and people were like attacking the losers. I'm like,
but you know what? This is America, and until they take the internet away from us, you're allowed to put on who you voted for. And you know what? If it doesn't agree with the person down the road, then that's fine. But why we have to be so hateful about this? There were two people running. Somebody was going to win. Fortunately, my candidate won. The person that I voted for won. But let us not be ripping each other on Facebook about, I can't believe you voted for Trump, or I can't believe you voted for Hillary. You make your choice. You go to the polls. Hopefully the machine clicks to the right candidate that you voted for. But chances last night it was 50-50. But still, can we just stop it? Can we just all get along and move on? It's over now. The election's over.
The right guy won.
We
got the trash. We got Allah. We have Muslim lovers. We got all that crap out of the White House. All the garbage. All the Loretta Lynches. Every single one are going to be fired and kicked to the curb, or like on my Facebook today, put in the back of a trash compactor and let the guy go. Let Hillary and let Obama be the first.
I am flooding everything on my Facebook page Snoopy. Just everybody loves Snoopy.
One of my friends.
Everybody loves Charlie Brown.
Well, one of my friends took a picture of her lunch today and said, "Hey, look, now the election's over. Can we go back to what Facebook's about? Click. Here's what I'm having for lunch."
Unfortunately, that upsets Doc because
I hate that.
he hates when people put what they're having for lunch.
I'd rather a liberal, and I did an all-call for liberal earlier today, making sure we were still on the air. I sat down and said, "Liberals, my people." We sat there for 18 months arguing and swearing, personally threatening each other, calling Facebook on each other, having my what do they call that?
Your page shut down.
My page taken down 3 times for the freedom of speech. Just because you're a liberal jagwad. Now, why is it that your dyke loses?
Oh, jeez.
Her stupid family can go away, and when I mean go away, it's time to investigate stealing from their own charity to pay for their daughter's wedding, and it's time to figure out what Hillary did now with that $25 million from Saudi Arabia, the country that was behind 9/11. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Well, she'll have plenty of time to put her defense together.
She's going to need a good lawyer.
If I ever get in trouble, I want Hillary's lawyer, man. Bill Clinton.
Get you off for anything.
Bill Cosby's looking for the lawyer, man.
Bill Cosby's like, can anyone tell me?
Hey.
What law firm do the Clintons use?
I will have to say, though, the funniest, and I don't want to get crazy with it, but probably one of the funniest memes I saw on Facebook this morning was a picture of President Obama in the Oval Office, and then Sheldon standing next to him and says, "That's Donald Trump's spot.
You're sitting in Donald's seat.
You're sitting in Donald's seat."
That's good.
I love it. I loved it.
I know what that
is.
is.
Big
Bang. Big Bang Theory.
But I mean, anyway, you had to know Hillary was not going to win. I don't know how you didn't know. I mean, look at everything that she's done.
Excuse me, do I have to roll back
I was afraid.
The show? Because you were afraid, and you said that you were afraid that Donald Trump wasn't going to win.
I said, with the electoral process, it favors Democrats more than it favors Republicans. That's just a fact. And it's one of those things where Donald could end up with 10 billion votes, but if he doesn't get them in the right states, and I said that's an antiquated system. You know,
but it worked in his favor. If it hadn't been an antiquated system, we'd be having a different discussion today.
Yes. Well, you want to know something? If Hillary was... Now, see, there'd have to be a recount because, A, it was close, and B, there was voter fraud, okay? And so people really wouldn't know how many of Hillary's votes were legitimate. Bottom line, she finished with the popular vote. But because of the system that she used... And she systematically went to these states, you know, the ones that she had to have for the electoral votes that none of you millennials understand. And I agree that it's a system that probably should go away. I like the person with the most votes. Hey, you're going to be president. If Hillary won because she had the most votes and there was no electoral college and Donald didn't.
Yeah, but you got to throw the voter fraud in there, too.
There is voter fraud.
I mean, how much voter fraud did they have?
They go back and they'd have to recount it. You know, it was...
How many of those levers that you pulled in the voting booth...
They flipped over. People caught it.
Yeah, exactly. That you voted for Trump and then voted for Hillary. I mean, come on.
You know, they... and there's a way to do it. And...
yeah, wasn't it Sam that brought up the receipt idea?
Somebody said that. Who said they wanted a receipt? Edie.
Oh, Edie.
When Edie called in, she said she wanted her.
You know what? I think
she wanted
should
a receipt for her vote.
I think you should
I don't think that's a bad
printout saying you voted for this.
I don't think it's
for the
a bad
following
thing.
people.
Yeah. When I dropped off my ballot, it was a big mailbox in the middle of the library, and you just kind of put it in. But it would have been kind of cool if it had been an electronic process so that you knew that your
you could see who you voted
in there,
for.
But, you know, whatever.
But I don't think the idea of getting, like, you know, when you go to the ATM.
Yeah, exactly.
You wait 5 seconds, and then here comes...
There prints out. Once you're done voting, you hit done, and you get a piece of paper, prints out, and says, okay, you voted for the following people. And if one of them, if any of them are wrong, you immediately go to the complaint department, which I imagine would wrap around any voting...
Here's the thing, though. Even now, you go to the bank and you can deposit a check in the ATM, and it prints off your picture of your check on your receipt. So it can't be that complicated, people.
No. I
mean,
think...
seriously. You people know how to get into Hillary Clinton's emails and spread them across the internet. I'm sure you can figure this out.
Absolutely.
They can do anything. WikiLeaks. If they can do what they did...
Let me tell you.
Then they can do anything.
And I'm just gonna say this for the election.
You got emails out there too, Sam?
No, well, who knows? Maybe. I was joking with my friend the other day. We were chatting, and I said, "Oh crap! If anybody hacks into our text messages, we're totally screwed." Because we were talking bad things about Hillary and stuff.
Wow. Well, since you're such a goody-goody, I can't imagine you saying anything bad enough to have the
when did the goody-goody
CIA
start?
come? Oh, she's just... You wouldn't believe
Why
it.
does everybody have this impression that I'm such a prim and proper individual?
I was going to say, maybe we've had too many Sunday morning discussions where...
What? I mean, when did you guys all get this impression of me?
He said something that was funny. He said Hillary would love being in an all-women's prison.
Okay,
and you ran off on his ass and said that he was turning into a dirtbag version of me.
I am just pointing out
that
when Rob first
Prissy
joined the show, he was not like that. I was just pointing that out.
He was.
No, he wasn't. When Rob first came to the show, Rob was all about, oh, look at my daughter, look at my wife, look at
Okay, we've seen his daughter and his wife. Now it's time for prison
and
jokes.
I collect Legos and build Legos, and he was so family oriented.
It's a comfort level, I guess, is now.
He was so family oriented, and now I'm like, oh, she might like it in prison with all those ladies. Cha-ching-chong.
Did you not listen to the 2 weeks you were gone when Doc and I were in here?
I listened when I could. Apparently, all hell broke loose, and
all hell didn't break loose.
No,
and you have been now indoctrinated.
He actually, you know, I know he's not as bad as me because sometimes he says goody shit, and I just go, oh, whatever.
Somebody has to keep Doc balanced, though.
You know?
You know what? Dude, I will hand over the reins. You want the job? Bam. You know what? Phoenix Rising Radio Network election 2016. Today's date is November 9th, 2016. Rob, the radio guy, Liberal Rob, has just been elected the keeper of Doc to balance him out. Fair and balanced. Wait, where is it? Where is it?
Stop. Wow.
I am now handing over the bell. I'm out of here.
You're not going anywhere.
Anyway, well, I'll say what I was going to say on the other side of the break because we got to hit up a break here.
Okay. Anyhow, so you liberals, I'd love to hear from you. I am putting up as much bait material as I possibly can to get you to finally just get so pissed off that you'll respond to me because you're not that bright. You can be baited. You know, they say Donald Trump can be baited with a tweet. Well, who's president of the United States?
Who's going to take care of the POTUS account? Because now he's got to go under POTUS. That's the hashtag. Hashtag POTUS, President of the United States.
Oh.
You know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, see, that
I'm not cool
is
like
something.
that.
Well, you need to be cool like that if you're going to be the keeper of Doc. So let's get to.
I'm not cool.
I don't think Obama's letting POTUS go. I think he's going to be typing POTUS stuff.
He can't be typing POTUS.
And then making people think it's Trump.
Okay, so even make this worse, do you put an F in front of the POTUS? Because you'd be a former then.
For POTUS?
He has to go back
saying,
to...
You'd be former...
I think I spit into my mic.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Can you see why it's better to have a man in the Oval Office? Do you hear the tone and the loudness in her voice and the screech? You're gonna be F POTUS! I'm just like, oh my God.
I didn't say F POTUS. I said.
Well, I'm just saying. Do you put an F in front of POTUS?
People like me, whether you know it or not. They like me better than you.
So if that makes you feel better,
suck it up, baby.
Just say it all the time. Yes, Hillary. Everybody likes you better than me.
Dare ever call me Hillary?
You got the popular vote.
I probably do on this show.
Now get out of the White House.
I'm cuter than you. I'm smarter than you. And gosh darn it, people like me.
Yeah. You just keep saying that if it keeps you happy. That's
okay, because if you fire me, then I've got a job as Director of Homeland Security and the White House chef.
And I'm sure whoever you were talking to probably has the authority to give you that job.
in our election world, on our election island.
The White House
yes.
chef?
I got that too. I asked if I could be the chef too.
Well,
they said 2 for the price of 1. That's being fiscally responsible. We're good.
I'd like to warn Donald Trump. It'll be burnt.
Ooh.
27 minutes past the hour. Right here with the Doc Show.
Sit and spin. When you get to the top, the ride is over.
Coast to coast. I don't even know what that means. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be burnt. I tried to eat some chicken today, man.
I warned you about the chicken because you didn't take it out of the oven when I went to the store.
You didn't tell me to take it out.
I did.
No, you did not.
Okay, anyway.
Come on, Hillary.
I warned you about the chicken.
You don't have to lie anymore, Hillary.
Anyway, let's go to break.
The campaign is over.
Let's go to break before I have to poison you with some salmonella.
Some people like their food crunchy. It's the Doc Show. Here, by the way, we also be picking the games for week number 10. Week number 10.
Who won last week?
I won. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, she claimed victory. How in the hell?
Because he said, he's sitting in his chair and he said, rah, 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 you're going to win again, you stupid bitch.
No, I did say you stupid bitch.
Wow.
He did. He got real.
And what I said is,
can't make this stuff up.
You're winning again. But remember, there had only been 5 games played. The second half hadn't been played. Sunday night hadn't been played. Monday night hadn't been played, of which she won hardly any of them.
Anyway, let's go to break.
Sure. Let's go to break right now.